You know, see, because you know, I say the pen, so the pen, I saw one corner, the three hour in the day. And the kind of other people make kind of one PR will pull out advance. You can't continue for it. Tell me to forget about your talking about it. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry you made mistake. I heard you last night. We are coming in to be Costa. Actually, after the whole election, at in a corner, if you hear my preaching, no Sunday, we will conclude that and why. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The workers, I don't even answer my phone, they don't pick me up, they don't let me down, they don't even have time. I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son who is vice president to him from Linda, he did not understand if I start hating on Brecker. The Senate for the type of Brecker. When we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for the commissioners will be further from February to here. They said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brother come now, he is deceived by coming there. The Dillon there, don't be there. And he now where he's just taking all kind of way better, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the law in the upper house. Mm-hmm. So they went talking away, talking of thing they did. But I think they did a resolution that passed because of money process. Yeah. Then they sent it to the Senate. Mm-hmm. Then something happened. Wow! What are they almost trying to Romney house? Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was within 2 persons to sign. That was me and that was Barney. Jim Barney. But when I went to cool, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had some paper. And you were here with our justice. And we said
When they were coming, they said they were liberated. When they keep your time, when they keep your time, what kind of people listen to? You know when you are still, you are still, you're selling oil water. Did you think I knew, or did you think I missed? When I take you, a man who can already operate a laptop computer, no, second, we let compromise. That's it. We settled. We compromised. And we believe you were a good man. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came,
oh la la. When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. They said they were liberators. But when they came their time, they're raping our children and raping our women. What kind of rescue is this? Mama Ari say it is a Mama Ari says it is a BM rescue. Fellow Liberians, what a pleasant way we like to welcome all of you this exciting Tuesday morning, our country is in a very, 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 very difficult predicament. Oh yes, predicament. You wake up in the morning, there is no hope. All you hear are news about stealings, rape, and deaths, killings all over the place. What kind of government is this? Liberian people are crying. Liberian people are raising their voices. But again, this is where we are. So today, as promised, we are going to dig deeper into the alleged rape case involving the Deputy Minister for Youth Development. Just imagine somebody leading the charge to initiate programs to develop the minds of our young people has been eating the young people young. Say killing young before they get old. The UP boys, those boys are criminals. Those boys are rogues. Those boys are rapists. The rapists are in power. The backdoor boys are in power. They can sodomize, they can rape, and these are the useless criminals people dance in Puhu water for. You can imagine the height of frustration and disappointment that some of you go through daily to realize that you consciously dance in Puhu water only for somebody to come in raping 14-year-old children around the place. But look, folks, this is disheartening. This reflects very terribly on the image of Liberia. I mean, the war has, hear this, the war has read about this. A grandpa, an equivalent of even a great grandpa, was looking at the picture of that deputy minister that's being accused, and then the kid, 14 years old, was born when just recently when we were talking about working an election. That was the 2011 election or thereabout. You grab that people later, and beyond that, abuse of power is also there, because we are told the late child father worked as a security personnel there at the ministry. So over the weekend or during other weekdays, the way the children will go to their parent working place to go check up, or it is alleged that the minister or a lady using the front door to go to her bar, the minister using the back door to her or her. But look, we'll talk about it. We checked the Liberia National Police. What's the status of this case? The Ministry of Youth and Sport, I'm told, took some initial actions. Are they sufficient? And some actors within our border politics have also been talking, but a lot of them remain silent. We've heard nothing from the Council of Churches. We've heard nothing from the National Muslim Council of Liberia. We've heard nothing from other notable Rumi civil society grouping. What is Wongoso? What is Eiffel? They all remain tight-lipped. Not even the Federation of Liberian Youth have said a thing. No, the Manuel Youth Parliament Liberia chapter. When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators.
And the liberators are allegedly raping our kids, while their children are out of the country going to school, raping the poor man children. But we'll go deep into this.
The freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you.
Today is going to be youth and, of course, student conversation. Yesterday we held discussions with the Assistant Secretary of the Adjunct Faculty of the University of Liberia. And so while we were here, the Student Unification Party were preparing themselves for what turned out to be a massive protestation against the university authority, and they were seen marching all across the city, chanting battle cries, slogans, anti-establishment slogans, and all of that. Oh, look at that. As Mr. Barker and, of course, his rescue government pay the requisite attention to youth and, of course, youth development, the education sector, the University of Liberia. While our students stay protesting, my name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Hagar Gunnar is here. Hagar, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you, and good morning to our audience following us this morning. It's good to be back here to continue from just where we stopped on yesterday. And so, too many things to talk about, like you've outlined already. Today, our conversation is going to be centered solely on the younger generation of our country, talking about whether education and, of course, latest happenings, reports of alleged rape involving a deputy minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So all of these things are going to form a part of our conversation, coupled with our partners' contribution here. So when you are there and you may be on the keke, what you have to do is to ask the rider of the keke to increase the volume of the monitor, or if you're on the taxi, do similar thing by asking the driver to increase the volume of the monitor in the taxi. If you're in your community or maybe watching on Facebook, all you have to do is just invite others, maybe increase the volume so that others will have an understanding of some of what we'll be seeing here. We're bringing you this morning the undiluted, unfavored message as usual. So it's good to be here this morning, and we are grateful to God for the gift of life this morning, and we are here this morning. So our partners, Wings Liberia, is ensuring that we give you money. So like we said, our back to school promo is still ongoing, and in fact today is the 16th day too, so we got like 2 weeks to do the final draw. So we got only this week, next week, and the third week is going to be climaxing the draw. So all that you have to do, pick up your phone this morning for 50 cents, for $50 Liberian or 25 cents USD. All that you have to do is to play our cash giveaway program here this morning. That's star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash. For those of you using the button phone, that is the small button phone. And for those of you using the smartphone, all that you have to do is to dial star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash. And for just $50 Liberian or 25 cents USD, you stand a chance to receive cash prize of up to 15,000. So the prices will be in different categories. So depending on how many times you play, if you got 500, you can play 10 times if you want to. If you want to use 10 let's say if you want to use $1,000, then you'll be talking about 20 plays, which will also increase your opportunity to be a part of our back to school bonanza, where you will stand a chance to receive 100,000 scholarship fund or 25,000. So it's up to you this morning. Let's give you the next 15 minutes to do so.
So the ball is in your court on that. And so for those of you following us live, we encourage you to kindly share the live and drop your thoughts on each of the discussion point. Today is going to be very interesting, right? Because we want to make sure we get to the bottom of these things and make sure who is doing what, who's not doing what, and why we are where we are as it relates to some of these very, very disturbing developments in the country, right? It is. That's exactly what it is. So the status of the exchange rate still remain chaotic and disturbing, right? I'm told if I the overriding complaints from the ordinary people have been that in spite of whatever the government of Liberia is doing, announcing that they have stabilized the rate, or the rate is going down, and I see some apologists kind of running with it and making it as though the government has achieved a feat. But the realities in the market are challenging these political optics. So as they're going about the political optics, the reality in the market, the purchasing power of the Liberian people are being seriously tampered with, and families are crying that look, things are difficult. It's hard to get money. We gotta lay money, and then you're playing with the rate, and then trying to gain some political favor. But yet still, our lives are still remaining in destitutions and all of that. So it was on the 10th of September, the Central Bank of Liberia issued a release when they said Liberian dollar appreciates, no shortage on the market. One felt that this was a message that was going to ensure going forward that nobody will go to bank and then the bank tell you that, oh, no LD. Or you go to the money changer, they tell you no LD. But yesterday when you go in the market, people are demanding you to pay LD. So where are you going to get the LD from? Right? You're going to go use that US now to buy for a very terrible rate, right? So you have to spend way more and then go buy from that same man in LD. So this is what they're doing.
So even some of what is happening is, Abu, if, for example, like I listened to OKFM on yesterday, I listened to OKFM's my Gibi County correspondent on their news, and he was like saying that in stores there, things that they used to sell in USD for like $5 or $10, now when you go, they've repriced it now to Liberty. So
they put
instead of saying $5 now, they can just put $1,000.
So that is a 200 rate.
Yes. So the ones that was being sold for $10 is now just in Liberty, 2,000.
Not only in Mangibi, right? Even in Monrovia,
and just
right? Food
centers.
And they get some
food
$5 right?
Yeah.
So the places where they say, the restaurants, they say $5 US for
no, they are not charging
$1,000.
So even yesterday,
so you gotta go change your $5 US, which will be $850. Then you find additional $250.
Yesterday, I had the opportunity of buying a $5 cash card.
Okay.
And then I presented a $5 US. And the guy was requesting $150 on the money to complete it before he can give me $5 cash card.
Really?
So I was like, is this now $5 that was being sold for $5 US before? He said, but the way I've tried, won't go buy the price, the exchange rate that the GSM companies can give us is different.
Oh, you mean even the I'm sure that guy was lying.
No, for me, I said it the last time. It may not be lie. Liberians sometimes we want to
because they got a regulated money market and unregulated. So places that the GSM company, mobile money, don't want it. They are regulated.
Abu, trust me, these people are even the ones that are stealing more from the people. Try purchasing or try converting from Liberty to from US to Liberty on your mobile money account.
Wow. So central bank cannot control even the regulated money market.
No. Have you recently tried to activate DSTV, recharge your DSTV using mobile money?
Nah, since the crisis started,
it is still going at 200 rate. You want to check it out?
Even though central bank, check on CBL right now, the latest update. While I read it September 9, there are very interesting contradictions and, of course, flip flops within this report, right? Wednesday, September 10, 2029, and it was issued, but it was drafted on the 9th of September 2025. Did I say 2029? They're rushing to flog these buggers, these criminal thieves led by a sick-headed Patriot Tutin Baptist Deacon. The Central Bank of Liberia, CBR, reassures the public and all market participants that there is no shortage of Liberian dollars in the financial system. Commercial banks maintain sufficient Liberian dollar liquidity to meet customer demand, including government salaries, settlements, and private sector transactions, which is a blatant lie. Even when the CBR was writing this note, right, banks were still turning people down and saying that there is no Liberian dollars. Why would people be so reckless, irresponsible, and tell lies and deceive the Liberian people, and of course, subject our people to internal suffering? This is exactly what is happening in their own country. Recent concerns about Liberian dollars shortage do not reflect the true liquidity situation. You see, this is it. As of September 3, 2025, commercial banks held LD 1.65 billion in vault cash balances, adequate to serve customers' withdrawals and payments, while the CBL itself maintains strong reserves to support the system when necessary. Bank excess reserves have nearly doubled to LD 2.02 billion compared to September 2024, underscoring strong liquidity. The central bank stresses that rumors of scarcity are isolated, arising from speculation, hoarding, and misinterpretation. So that means you're aware of hoarding and you're sitting there, but you're still arguing that there is no shortage, right? Whose responsibility is it? These do not reflect Liberia's actual Liberian dollar financial conditions, which remain stable and resilient. Alongside this stability, the Liberian dollar has recorded a sharp appreciation against the US dollar. On September 8, 2025, the exchange rate was about 180 to $1 buying, compared to 200 to $1 at end of August 2025, an appreciation of 10.5% in just 1 week. A CBL market survey on September 9 confirmed the trend, recording 182.9 to $1 buying and 184.9 to $1 selling. The appreciation reflects both economic. The time they did it, they made mistake and they had to flog them before they went to correct it. The appreciation reflects both economic and structural factors since April 2025. Now, listen to the rate. Since April, the C bank that's telling us that there's sufficient Liberian dollar on the market, no, Sonny, but you realize that in April, they did something. Since April 2025, the central bank has maintained a tight monetary policy stance. What is that monetary policy stance? Holding the monetary policy rate at 17.25% and sterilizing more than 13 billion to stabilize the foreign exchange market. So because they want to artificially control the foreign exchange market, the Central Bank of Liberia sterilized 13 billion Liberian dollars from April to where we are. Right? Sterilization, what does it mean? Here, you want to define that for the people to understand. When the economic and business and financial people tell you, say, we have sterilized, what does it mean for our lay people to understand? So they be warrior, what they use with the 13 billion Liberian dollars. What did the government of Liberia do? Okay, is that it? Let me see. No, we gotta get the economic definition. We gotta get the economic or financial definition of sterilizing more than 13 billion to stabilize the foreign exchange market, strengthening remittance inflows of US 425.9 million in the first half of 2025 and expanding economic activity outside Monrovia induced by improved rural connectivity. Inflation has also declined from 13.1% in February 2025 to 17.4% in July 2024. In economics, to sterilize, no, not stabilize, that's sterilize,
Okay.
STERRLIZING, STERRLIZING. So let's get it over. We just want to expose your lying government to your small, then we can move to our discussions. Right? In economics, sterilization is a central bank policy that neutralizes the impact of foreign exchange intervention on the domestic money supply by adjusting the monetary base in the opposite direction. Adjusting, for instance, if a central bank buys foreign currency to prevent the domestic currency from appreciating, it simultaneously conduct an open market operation, such as selling domestic government bond, blah, blah, blah. But in the instant case with the Liberian dollars, the Central Bank of Liberia took out 13 billion Liberian dollars in April, right? They took 13 billion out of the market, right? In the attempt to stabilize the LD versus the US dollar rate. So their goal was to affect the rate. So they took out $13 billion from the market, right? But yet now, since that happened, in August, the aftermath effect of that, there has been scarcity of LD on the market, and Liberians are talking, businesses are crying, and they're complaining. And what we've also gathered is that the government intent was to ensure that the way they're blundering with the exchange rate, it does not exceed beyond 200. Now that we are almost into the Christmas period, if the rate goes beyond 200, when we hit Christmas period, you'll be talking about 220, 2 something. So that's how they instituted all of these things, and they are crafty. They can add they're so crafty and corny. But look, this is where we are, folks. Liberians, everything you're going to, your money that's pouring right now, our small business people, their market's spoiling. You took the loan at 200, but now you're selling at a rate where that is so terrible.
You have to go pay that loan.
You got to go pay the money at 200 rate. And so this is your rescue government that has caused you breakdown in your financial life, and they're justifying it. You lie, you took the money from the market, but you tell the people say plenty LD stay there. But you go to UBA say no LD. You go to GT Bank say no LD. You go to the Jalome Exchange Bureau, he say Costa, no money there. So all these things happening, and Samoa is sitting there and writing part of I don't know, compromise articles and putting it out there and thinking they can deceive the Liberian people. This is contradicting. But guess what? Actually, the people are suffering. So how do you reconcile that? You're saying one thing, but and putting numbers out and percentages out there, but yet still in practical terms, Liberians are suffering. It hurts when you suffer for your money and then you go ching and then somebody look at you, right, and give you $750.
So you know what?
Your high-end money.
You know what I decided to do?
No.
I buy what is supposed to be bought in US. I buy in US. What is supposed to be bought in Liberty, I will buy in Liberty. So me, nobody get changing. But the only problem I have issue with them now is when you say the thing has been sold in US for a long time, and now I'm going to buy in US. Let's continue at that level. But now they are demanding us when you go buy. Like, look at what happened to me yesterday when I went to buy a scratch card. So I'm being compared now to add extra money to the Liberty, let's say to the US, just to meet up. But I don't know what's the strategy that the government has put in place, because Abu, let's be frank.
That lying strategy,
This is
lying instinct.
what is happening here. The guys are just trying. When you want to be sincere to the public, they will understand you and sometimes give you the opportunity. Abu, this is the US with going down is not the government's making, but they want to make it at the again. Abu, have you noticed that normally between September to December, around January, there you will have situation like this?
That, you know what I'm saying?
But today,
what they're trying to something, and then they just want it.
Then
they leave on the stupid now. They all show they wanted to eat on the whole rapper thing. Fire. No, it's so now US right now. Because if you change the $14 per, because the people saying they want liberty. So if you change the $14 per the rate, the current, okay, that's the central bank rate. The central bank rate today is $177. Yeah. So you will pay about $16 to $17. So, Mr. President, you got to do another press statement again. You say, oh, you said everybody should sell around $14. So if the government is serious, a bag of 25 kg West should be sold now for $2,475 or $2,480, let's say like that. So a bag of 25 kg West, if it is actually $14, it should be sold for $2,480. So now that it is being sold for $2,850, eh? It's been sold for $2,850. So when you do it, it's more than the $14. So it's $16. Yeah, $16. So the government is lying that a bag of rice is being sold for $14. No, that's a lie. So there is no way. If you say $16, then there is no difference between what the previous government levied and what you are bringing, because the only thing is the US rate now, because of this festive period that is coming, US rate have been made or have been compared to reduce or like they're suppressing the US dollar. So that's what they're doing. You can't continue to think that you can fool everybody at the same time. It is not possible. This is a country, and only people who got their mindset and their mind fixed who always want to think like this government. They're so smart. They are doing things better. No, this is the Doris government. Nothing is going better. And criminal-minded people. That's who they are. Y'all don't respect the people. These are criminal. Bunch of rogues. That's who they are. From the top to the bottom, they are all useless criminals. Don't be scared of these people. Right? They can't do a jink thing. They are criminals. You know what I mean for people to be stealing from the country and then to be acting like it's something nice? The rogues. Right? You don't know that these people are rogues, they are criminals, right? So that's who they are actually. So this is it, folks. So we're trying to understand. It's important, as political analysts and of course political commentators, we watch the scene, we watch the play, and bring them up and give our own projections on what the implications of some of the different movements within the political atmosphere will be, and what they will reflect on the culture of our politics in the country. So that's what we're here. So recently, it has come to the attention of all of us that the dependable nephew of our president, who is by some measure an active voice within the politics of Liberia, have decided, reason that was not made known, right, but has decided to clear his social media handles of everything related to Joseph Newman Boycott, the president of Liberia, and this have raised eyebrows in the political corners, and people are like, what is happening? What's going on? Is this a signal of something and all that? So this is a kind of situation, and it's important that we start to talk about these things to practically give, because we have done some behind the scene and try to understand what is happening. Is Brother Costa angry? Something pissed him off, or is Brother Costa trying to go completely blank on politics? Is he trying to probably retreat into private life and just get done with politics? He has his cup filled, right? Looking at all of the different back and forth that has happened with his relationship with the current president Bwaka. Once upon a time, he is a fierce critic. Another time, he becomes the man who resuscitated the dead ambition of the former vice president and breathed life into a man who was a walking dead. And then subsequently, he left the man and exposed all of the man's terrible medical credentials and talk down and in even more damaging manner and reveal privacy, confidential things about the old man. And then after a while, he comes back to say, oh, seditions are this, blah, blah, blah. And the only thing you need to do to earn Bwaka's forgiveness is to be damning on towards the CDC. And then he welcomes you in, and then somewhere we saw him back again. He started commending some of the very knee-jerk and of course irresponsible things. Even the 419 scholarship and all, he commended it and commended all kinds of bagbati things around here, yellow machine things. Now all did not turn out to be anything genuine. He wasted his breath on them and commending his uncle for all of the terrible things he has been doing to the country since he became president. Bwaka has not achieved anything good for Liberia since he became president. I'm challenging all of you. You pretty much tell me, what can we say Bwaka since he became president? Exclusively, this is Bwaka. This is what Bwaka did in education, in health, in rule of law, in security, in just anything. All Bwaka has done better is to ensure that he's riding $1.2 million car and everything about him in Katumu okay now. And that is nonsense. So people have been wondering, so what is happening with Costa? Why did Costa, the dependable nephew of the president, and a politically active character, elect to erase all of his records about the president,
especially since he's a senator?
Yeah, particularly focusing on those ones. Mm-hmm. So all the praises and all the things, and I told you, I say all that thing because you're doing that so lala things, because everything he commended for the president, that's an attention seeking thing. All the things that fake thing. So the man commended for the yellow machine. You see yellow machine, yeah. The man commended for the little bossy. You see little bossy. Right? The man commended for the 30 billion for China. Oh, so 419 thing Bwaka told, and the brother was just there commending. Oh, I want to commend my uncle Joe for the 30 billion from China.
I think you're eyeing the how they call it, the deputy minister of the minister of state position, and then you are also running after his license.
Yeah, no, the minister still the man commended to go to Japan. All the men comment, oh, I want to commend my uncle Joe for going to Japan. The only thing we can do with these rescue charlatans and multi-bands and is to just make fun of all of them, make them feel miserable. Even the one that are living in your community, always you got to put the speaker on, you put it for all loud because they hate to hear for, because we can make fun out of them. They are all useless people, very useless to this country. Look at the mess they pull and in. Nothing going in front, everything going behind. Everything is going behind in this country, right? So why do you think at this critical point, dependable nephew is literally erasing every memory of his uncle?
And there are things that he posted even before some of what he deleted. Mm-hmm. So let's say, for example, he deleted something that he did in September, but he still got things that happened, but not involving his places or the government affair or whatever. But he did them in July, April, May, June, July. But yes. So like on Facebook post. Mm-hmm. So you can say maybe private post.
Like he go
things that he did before he prays.
Like he's standing here, so now he take the picture.
He left them there.
You go here attend wedding, he take the picture. Oh, I'm on MC. I don't want that. He left it. But anyone that got to do with praising Uncle Joe, dependable nephew, say is a nonsense. Say Uncle Joe, look, let me tell you what I am foreseeing, what I'm suspecting. Dependable nephew is not happy.
So he got a post, an active post done there March 21.
I said the man get a personal post, then man
personal post. All those ones are there.
But yes, what is going on, right? And you just watch the play and see. About two things probably. One or two things is going on. But one thing I can guarantee is dependable nephew is not happy, and it's born out of the sentiments that were being shared or raised during the conversation about that Minister of State thing. Comments that entered the brother ear outraged him. The way Unity Party folks, Star Wars, were being condescending towards him, unwelcoming about the news, whether he gets it or not, right? But to know that you are in a cycle of people who hold such a grudge for you, and for him was a red flag and insecurity. Right? For him was a red flag insecurity. Like you're in a lion's den. My man, if you're going to listen to some of the comments and things, the very thing that got the brother angry that time when he exposed the Pape medical record, he said, old people said he will kill Uncle Joe. The same thing surface. So we can't risk the president. They boy will kill the president. What did the man say? The player is terrible. Whether I get it or not, but the fact that these kinds of sentiments are coming, then my mental health, my physical, and my emotional security, it's not guaranteed. This place is not good. So what I'm hearing, Costa intends, and this has not been sufficiently, verified yet, but it's in the, in the corridor of the very Costa and all that, right? Costa intends to retreat to privacy, but behind the scene, working on his ALP with his old man Yuri.
Yeah,
and to have their own stick. For so long, he believed he's worked with people, promoted people, and blah blah blah. So you know what? Let me build from the back with my ALP, get known for my ALP, stand with my ALP. Come there when the turn come, I go sit down on the table with my ALP. Then with my ALP, we decide what we'll get. The same way I go then when they got their own. And I put on them when they got their own. A long-standing Italy ambassador team been hosting behind for his son to go Italy. Apeton came from nowhere and knocked Magaye. So the man won't be his ALP team, sit down on the table and say, yeah.
So you see it's important now to reform the ALP. So you don't want to be far from that.
That's what we're hearing. So maybe in the not too distant future, you hear ALP conversations coming around, and the likelihood and chances are that Costa could run as stand-up bearer on ALP. We're predicting was the restructured ALP, right? My man, but and Sajisa won't be president. Tomofala won't be president.
So right? Depending on if you do feel like he can be president.
I mean, if Baka can be president in Liberia with nothing, and people had to raise money to be feeding him and paying for medical bills, he became president. Anybody can vow to become president, and that's how the place has opened loose, right? So you may not be surprised. You'll see Costa as the stand-up bearer of the All Liberia Party, ALP, and you'll be looking for fast running mate.
And because I think I tend to buy that narrative, Abu, because if you look at Mr. Ure now is now more involved into politics, and apparently he has just decided that, hey, I want to focus on my business because I'm good at business and forget about politics. So Costa will now want the ALP to die down when he's alive and he's strong. Costa sees himself as the main propagator of the Black Eyes message that brought him to power. So Costa feel, because mind you now, Costa was the one who initiated this entire rescued name. the entire rescue mission or whatever. Costa was the one who initiated. Costa was the one who started building the hope of Unity Party partisans, giving them courage that Boakai can still become president. Boakai can become president for Liberia. He did all of these things. So now at this point, Costa feel like, hey, if I can do it for, because in one of his recordings, he called Boakai a sick, weakening old man who could not even or take care of himself. But he Costa now brought him back to life. So Costa believes, if I can bring this old sickening man, if I can bring him back to life, what more about an energetic man like me who could do go for me and feed him, who could do go for me and take care of his medical responsibilities and in fact buy him tickets and all of that. So Costa feel like, hey, if I can do it for him, I can do it for myself. So at this point, I can't allow the ALP to die when I'm still alive because Mr. US will not have interest. Let me go and take charge. How can I take charge? Let me delete all of the past contact or connections or what I have said about the previous government or the current government, because what it is going to do for me is tomorrow is going to put me in a position where I'm able to criticize them so that people will not go back to my record and start bringing them out to say, but you said this before. You are saying, Costa has been somebody very inconsistent. So he understands that Liberians are good now at going behind him, digging out information. So if you leave all of those things there, tomorrow when he's speaking against the very government today, people will go back to some of these live videos he did, some of these Facebook posts that he did, and they will remind him, which will not be good for his political future that he wants to build. So as a result of that, this may have said, no, let me go for this. Let me get done with all of the conversation or all of the posts and relationship I've shared with the Unity Party, because from the look of things, this government is feeling some things that I've even said are not even coming to pass, and there are no hope that it will even come to pass. So let me just sit and build my political future, and that's what Costa is doing, Abu.
So watch the play. For me, I'm just preempting what may most likely happen. But to be able to test, just look at the cycle, pull Costa's fanatical Costa's supporters, see their actions and their activities. For example, this young lady, Martina Kunate, you all know her. And no matter what, any which way, she talks to Costa regularly, and of course, Costa is like a political godfather.
In fact, she can call Costa my daddy.
Exactly. So you sometimes just follow and see and know where the wind is blowing. But I don't know what you think. What you think is important. So let's take just 5 courses on this thing so that it will let Liberians say what they think about these early meetings attempts by Brother Costa, the dependable nephew. What is happening? Things seem to be going haywire within the camp of the president, and long-standing allies are turning their backs. And
0776-104-104-86-500-104. If you are there following us on our Facebook page or maybe YouTube and you want to make a contribution, +231-86-500-104. So let's pick a few calls and we'll do our draw *255*1#. Can we give money to somebody here? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Higa.
Morning.
My name is Otis Bagbe. I've been showing you from my business.
Go ahead, Otis. You want to walk away from your radio, please?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to hear I move on the topic of discussion this morning. You see, man, and here Costa don't have no relevance in Liberia politics right now. We are keeping a political career. Because here Costa is a reckless man just moving from one political party to another, seeking justice. Like, you see, like Brother AB said the other day, Costa coming over to the CDC, 2023, that have caused a very, very dimension that make us to lose the election. Costa coming over, that have caused us to use the election. Because people are Costa first war is going to use that coming over to the CDC, that means CDC won the election. because the Costa are going to be dragging all around here. So we don't have nothing else Costa can offer Liberia or any politics.
Okay, thank you. Let's.
People don't have the lack of the politics in Liberia. Costa don't get nothing to prove us.
All right, let's talk to David King, then we'll come back here. Morning.
Morning. Let me say morning as well. You know, Costa allowed himself to be used by the old man. Then Joseph Boakai used people like Costa that walking up politically and brought him to the stage. Joseph Boakai was done 2017. He was done with. But it was Costa who woke him up. But instead, Costa sat there and allowed the old man who had failed his entire life to dribble him 2 times. He did the first dribbling with Jeremiah Kuhn. The second dribbling with Portfolio. He jumped on the plane from America, running coming. He took a look when he went to the boutique and bought those nice coat suit and nice pair of shoes. Put it in the suitcase. Or you were coming now to come to serve as Minister of State, you know, presenting yourself as a serious diplomat coming to Liberia. You see now how your life ended? So you just have to retreat and go back to the AFP, put it back together.
Can you imagine Costa as political leader? Can you imagine Costa as political leader of the ALP?
No, Joseph Boakai, he was just killing with a mouth.
Okay.
So everything about Joseph Boakai that is healing, it will be exposed this time around. Thank you.
All right. *255 *1 hash. *255 *1 hash. We'll come back and do Joe. Morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, you're live.
Thank you very much. This is Ian Mobile that I'm going to say about this today.
Go ahead, Moba.
You know, the issue of Costa is that Costa made an error. But getting to know that the Unity Party is a court. And when you are not part of that court, you will not be accepted. That is what happened to Costa now. Costa fought for this party. But it is Costa that brought back the Unity Party to life. And today, he is saying, you know, Costa is a very wise guy. Costa knows that the way in which the Unity Party has started, he knows very well 2029 Unity Party will now win election. So that is why this corner is trying to retrieve now, to rebalance himself, to prepare for 2029.
Can you imagine him running for president?
For example, if that great people can make Joseph Boakai, who did not pay or what in this country for 42 years of government position, and we can make president, it was a Costa, my brother.
Okay. All right. What about Costa? Let's talk to somebody here. Morning. Walk away from your radio. I'm hearing myself.
Let me say good morning to Abu. This is Edmond Carr. I'm usual. I'm the usually there. I give you this one prepare.
You left keeping the paper feet to fire. The paper is not well now, and you still want to keep the feet to the fire. Morning.
Yeah, because he is very defensive. He's not serious about himself. And fairly, he will continue to tell the Liberian people that Boakai needed to declare a health state. Since he went falling down to the ground during the inauguration, he said he found out that he was leading on pacemaker. Running the 2023 election, after that, he did not take some rest, but because he don't trust, he did not sack up, he will continue to boasting, and these are the result that he was seeing. So, quickly to Costa. Costa has lost everything. You can't go to a Boakai, then later you come back to him, and this one, I was staying with Boakai in there. Because the only thing they're going to do for Costa is to say, hey, I found out that ambassador somewhere, but to bring Costa anywhere near the presidency in the mansion with Boakai, no, I agree with him. That was never going to be a good decision for her to do so. And if you're right, to flip star as a politician, that is the way, that is how to behave. But there is something that you don't see because you don't know what the future holds. Well, as for Costa, when you hit something, anything passed off, you think it discuss all that again, lecturing. So with that, the trust will be very difficult in the country. So that's the only best thing that you can do to go back to the he will have to say. Because like people then the Joseph, the people then the Thomas.
The man could be going after people like you to be some star of his party.
No. Let me say this. Well, for big public time, in any way that I want to turn my back to CDC, I'd rather go to Musa CDC.
Okay.
I'd rather go to Musa CDC. Not for the jokers, not for the deceitful guys. No. I'd rather go to Musa CDC. And go for big public time to turn my back on CDC. I'd rather go to Musa CDC. Thank you.
Thank you. Star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. Let's talk to this person. We'll do our first job very short. Good morning.
There, Jeremiah, fretting everybody now. You start fretting Costa too. Yeah, anybody getting powerful won't be president in fretting. Go ahead. Good morning.
This is Benedict Zawi and a Costa for Central Moravia.
Go ahead, Benedict.
I want to appreciate you guys for the topic on our discussion this morning. I think the leg of Costa and both of the rest of the young guy Mo Ali and the rest of the young guy within the so-called rescue train, their political career will end right after the 6 year because
but Costa is seemingly watching his hand from that whole rescue nonsense. Are you following?
I follow the conversation with them, but from the look at things, Costa is already being cut off.
No, but he has a lot of years to redeem himself. If he watches his hand now, I mean, you have sufficient time to redeem himself and remake himself in an ALP form from what we are sensing.
Yeah, it will be. That would be a sensitive and smart move by him. But what I'm saying here is that the damage already been done. The Liberian people already know who Costa in terms of a double-standing games.
So, but others are saying if Liberian people, the very Liberian people, can make a black-eyed president who showed nothing to them and invested nothing in the life of the people, cannot show one person that he contributed to the education and life in this country, then what about Costa, who has advocated?
I still stand by what I always say and think about. That election was not fairly won by the so-called rescue.
Let's forget that. Whatever the case is, let's forget that.
In any which way, he is the president now, right?
Yeah. But for you to squarely say the Liberian people that want to try to deliver from, I think the Liberian people, actually voted these people.
Okay. Let me say the way you wanted. The people voted against us. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Good morning to Ega.
Morning.
You know your conversation in the morning. There's a key thing I took from there this morning. When I get time for the Costa issue, doing me a thing that you allow down it. The problem is that you talk about the business clemency, you get it very far. And they took a loan for 200. When I can't get that, when you're talking the money, he's losing.
So as you're talking yet to your calculator, is that you remember you needed to calculate?
I can't get it. When you made a business, you got extra money to pay the loan back.
A rescue for you right there. A bugger interpretation of rescue. Instead of you carrying your business even and bringing it beyond.
Then I mean, there was more on a position posting yesterday. You're not kidding for you. I got calls. I told my cousin, I call because we didn't get it. She said, I've seen you. I said, you don't want to help me now. Anything, anything. I said, it didn't make sense. Yeah, although you're not economic, but for what you said, the money that's the value point there.
Okay. Thank you.
When I require economists being the way to call it, you have to say that you have to do it because you're not going to the poor money at the rate of 200, then you're expecting that you will pay it back at the rate of 177 according to the government rate. No, you have to most definitely pay it at the previous rate. So the people will not want to lose. In fact,
okay, by popular demand, the people want me to play the Mamari.
Yeah, play Mamari. They will come by and do our choice.
It's a training Liberian joint right now. you can see, LMA must make sure so we have 2 contestants for 2025. Yeah. One of them was. Yeah, who's the producer for this song? Oh my God. Oh yeah, man. Let's see what up Labrimpo vibing to this song. Let's this song here. This song is something. When depending on how you react to this song, every morning we'll have to play on the show.
But the producer who did that beat, that producer is very good.
They want when in the chat you're feeling disappointed, you can play when they offering you to play. Go ahead, let's hear you.
I just want to express my issue this morning. Anyway, I'm Kenneth Konyasu, calling from Kawa. And, I had an issue with my school that I had my children attending.
Okay.
Last academic, because of the economic situation. So I
decided to ask you, go ahead. All part of it.
To pay their school fee initially. So I was depositing every hustle I have because I don't have a fixed salary now. So I get 100, I deposit against the 2025-2026 school year. So I was successful in depositing $515. And I was calculating on the 200 rate. But to my surprise, they feel they want to go very far. Their entrance in school. Only to find out that the people told me that I should take the money to kind of change it. And I lost up to 20-some thousand because the rate had to drop to 165. The person took it on. They were too disappointing,
So you got to start all over again?
Yes, start all over. That $515 was calculating on 102,000. Now it dropped to 82,400. Just imagine, I lost up to 20,000. Just imagine.
But the government said they have instituted sound fiscal and monetary policy. That what you see the economy. So then why are you complaining?
How better that scam? That scammers. You know what it did to suffer us? It's not easy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the platform.
Yeah, sorry,
thank you for your participation.
Imagine the men are working, the men paying regular hustle, saving money. It's terrible. Morning, let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
This music is the political music of the year 2025.
Okay.
And I will urge you guys, we beg you guys, every program, this music should be.
So that will pay for it now.
You have to pay for that music.
No, anyway, I'm going to focus on with this one. I will put that one.
You're posting anything just for to play the music?
Yeah, no, that would be small. This music is the music of the year 2025. So the woman is very
So you agree with the message because not only music is about sending that the message in the music. So you agree with that message? Your president, the woman is saying the president of the republic is a 419 president.
The message is 100% accurate.
So why do you agree that the president is a 419 president?
One, the president told us that when he become president, children will not fail in the street. Are they not paying the street today? At 419. The president told us that we are riding private jet. When he become president, he will not ride. Is he not riding it today? The street 419, as the woman stated, is 100%.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see what other people agree with you.
Thank you. Let's talk to somebody else.
We won't take over the country.
We won't do draw to give money. We'll do it. Don't worry. Things are running good. We'll do your draw. Star 255 star 1 hash. Just continue to play to increase your chance of being a part of the back to school bonanza. Let's talk to somebody else. Good morning. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. You're live.
Good morning, Ega and Abu.
Morning. Increase your volume. Let it rescue Miss Quince be hearing it. Go ahead.
My name is Carmen. Calling from Ontari.
Go ahead, my guy, man.
Yeah, you asked a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it's true. It was yesterday I saw that video. What is 100% right?
So you agree? So you agree with that music? You agree with the song?
I agree, 100% agree. You know why, Eda?
No.
Today is something that has been part of it.
So you think when the public overfare they go to increase the stumble and the ballot size, you think it was part of 419 too?
It was a 419. Why you say you know he let us say some story and what about this story? Not even living there for men from he did our posting when you are taking it from Wasanga.
All right.
Bring it. You have to bring it because you want to why were you surprised?
No, man, I am disappointed. I thought you're gonna come get vexed with a woman to be singing the kind of song for the president. I am disappointed. Seriously.
Okay, you disappointed. The woman disappointed.
Thank you very much.
Star 255 star 1 hash.
So increase your volume. I'm gonna play the song one more time for popular.
Or you play real back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one more time. Let's go. And the instrumental is a real kissy, and kind of, instrumental that's playing. You have not lived near Kissy Church before?
No.
I don't live near Kissy Church. The music, the way it can be.
But it's actually serious. I feel that woman being serious.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the way she spent.
But guess what? I'm not sorry for any rescue.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, because the people call all names in this town. I'm not. So when I see them crying, complaining, oh yeah, I mean join it. Because you know what? Y'all used to be causing some of us, calling our name, lying on us. Y'all blackmail or y'all to all kind of terrible things about your thing. So when the reason you did it for now coming after you, that politics here, everything you do in politics is not going to affect your having business. You're having business on his side. So when somebody show you there, you shouldn't dare. When somebody show you there, you shouldn't dare. So you can't be taking your having business, you miss it all politics, you on your own. When the person deal with you in politics, you leave it. No, having not going to do nothing about it because I want the politics. Having going to do something about God business, your religion business, your humanity business. So when Baka come here, he lied to everybody, become president. Then we can say, the man, no, Baka, the way we treat Baka has got nothing to do. And the man, I hope Bafta is going to make him be doing anything he's doing. Because his religious thing different. When the man go to the church, himself, he do a church thing. When it comes to politics now, the man start with Bernard Uranian tendency, he can dance with devil because I want the politics. The politics side, you can dance with devil. But look, folks, these things, they are there. Liberians are crying every day. People are translating their frustrations into songs, and we are winning. Anybody, when you're sufficiently frustrated, you produce a song, send it to us, we'll help you We'll play it. This is the biggest and the widest listened to platform in the morning. We'll play it. Everybody will know in the country that you not produce song. People who have never dreamed about doing music, being in frustration, making them to be musicians.
Yeah, one of them.
Married at one. How can a rescue turn to such a disastrous frustration in Liberian life? Marie was doing well. Marie was doing very well under the CDC government that she did not support. Her businesses were flourishing. She would bring them, she would make money, right? She was being protected. She would make the money. She would take the money she carried to Joseph Boakai. She carried to rescue mission. She will go places. She will buy clothes. She will buy this. She care for Katumu Baka. She care for. This is it. So you got to understand when you're listening to the woman, you'll be acting like, oh, right? You got to understand. Some of you even spend a penny. You all that are passing around begging for t-shirt to wear. That you're the one can be looking at people who spend their money and be talking down on them. This lady is a stakeholder in Wakai's election. She paid, she financed, she took care of him. All you did, you are on social media here writing crap. You were begging around for t-shirt to wear, to go out. Fashion you don't put anywhere. Maybe the only thing that the label water is dancing, that the only thing probably you can sit down and look at the smoke cocoa that go on your feet. Yeah, that one is only you buy some BTEX and things like your own contribution you make. But talking about somebody that look at 75,000.
Yeah, give it to the papi.
Give it to the papi. You know what I mean? You understand the psychology? Now,
I'm not sure she's asking for much. She's just asking at least for that recognition, that gratitude. Just at least pick up her call, talk to her. If you credit her for her, pay her debt. But I'm looking at somebody that can pay debt before. So
then you turn your back. Then you let her say something. But anyway, that is that. Let's come to generally now. How all of us, particularly the parents, the women, particularly the women, when they stood out, they protested. The fake alarms about rape, domestic violence, and things that were being said on the airwaves, heralded by dependable nephew who now cleaning his social media handle. All of those gangsters who connive to plot against the state by disseminating dangerous and evil lies to blackmail and defame the regime for their selfish desires of clinching political and leadership power in this country lie. But they won the emotions or heart of many Liberians through these lies. That rape is happening because
somebody say you need to produce Stanton or so.
Yeah. So rape is happening because we are as president. Drug is happening because we are as president. So because they were the one heralding these things, they will send people to go and commit rapes and take the photos and videos and placard all over. They say, oh, somebody now get raped again. And you know, they will still manage these things. We have come to a point where now it is becoming very clear that most of these dangerous reportage or reports during those times were being sponsored by these people' desperation. Remember the other day we play you a recording from one of the lead Unity Party Joseph Boakai campaigner who confessed on national radio that everything they did were lies. Everything they organized were lies. The Justino case, he highlighted it. He said they even argued that, look, man, rape where? The lie that Justino Taylor was being raped, abducted, this, that, blah, blah, blah. The guy exposed and revealed everything. There were several of these ones, right? It is even reasonable to start to assume that even some of the mysterious deaths, these people got blood on their hands. They got evil. They did evil in this town just to be where they are. They are there now. Nobody disturbing them, but they are crumbling. The empire is crumbling. The empire is crumbling. Wherever they are, No peace. No peace. The only peace they getting, they steal the country money, they go the papa around, they come back. But beside that, their spirit is beating them, all the people that die in this country because you won't be president, you own something, you lie, and plotted against your own country, defame the reputation of this country, right? Deny this country the opportunity to attract meaningful investment, created chaos, created a scene of terrorism, right? Equated Liberia to a failed state, discouraging everybody. You know how many years it will take you to rekindle the confidence of international investors in this country from the dangers it created? Today, since it became your time, they rape all over the place. The rape happening all over the place. I'm trying to get this Councillor Gonglo's
I've checked
video. It seems, I don't know, he took it down, but if anybody there that has it, please send it to us, right? I don't know why he's taking that one down.
I don't think he posted that on his page.
I saw it on his page. Okay. I can remember seeing it on his page, right? But I'm not finding it there now, right? He spoke profoundly about that. And he is a good speaker when it comes to these things, right? Today, what we are basically indicating is that under a Joseph Boakai administration, the laws will be applied differently. Rape cases we've known to be unbailable since the LMP era. When you are facing rape allegations, right, you're in the custody of the state. But you can't be out there passing around and calling on radio station, proffering justification. You should be before the law, right? Exonerating yourself. But in a case with this deputy minister of state, did I say state? This deputy minister of youth and sports, we are told up to now, since the incident was reported, there's been no effort. Okay, so we have the video.
I am so angry this morning to hear
Listen to
that Deputy Minister McGill, the man who was accused of raping a 14-year-old girl, is passing up and down the street. He should be in the police cell. That you are not being arrested. We cannot have selective justice. Article 11C of the Constitution calls for equal protection. The same way you treat people from West Point, Solihull, of Rubadi in Sino, when they're accused of crime, the same way you should treat a high official properly. Why do I say so? When I was Solicitor General, and my good friend Wilaka was senator, and the police came to me with a report, a team led by Sam Siam, Chief of Investigation at that time, and said, we are investigating, but Senator Wilaka and him has featured as a co-conspirator. I said, we're arresting. I will answer the question. They told me, oh, he's a member of the Senate. Can we write the Senate to excuse him to be arrested? I said, no, there's nothing in the law that says so. He was immediately arrested and put at the back of the pickup, handcuffed alone.
Are you listening? This was a sitting senator, but because of the magnitude and, of course, the nature of the crime, right? The Solicitor General then, who was not acting on partisan or the partisan instruction, right, used the law as a basis to instruct the investigators. Our erudite CEO was then. You know, these are people that have records in this country. But when they serve their country in the past regime, these Unity Party criminals pass around, they lie on people. You see, some people who build their credentials all the time, right? Old man Sam Sion. When it comes to investigation, show me one other person. Go to the court and see his records. You have great sons of this country, patriotic sons, serving, but you blackmail all of them. Today, who do you have? This is a case almost a week or plus of a deputy minister, right? Of a deputy minister. When you have people of character leading the investigation, like Sam Sion doing the case of Roland Khan, they pursued him and arrested him. And when they went to the Solicitor General did not decline. He even gave them more reasons to go ahead, and that there was no law that stops them from arresting him or subject them to writing the Senate first. No. Went ahead and arrested the man. But today, under Buakai, the law has changed. Under Buakai, Gregory Cohen and his police are issuing Humpty Dumpty releases. No hey, no tay, no understanding. They cannot say anything. But today, Liberia, when there is a political case, the police of today will put it on their head. They will be all over the place, making noise. If it will cause them to kill a human being, they will do it. A common eviction matter. You saw the police rally all of its armor, right? Depleted its arsenal and deploy all the men on the grounds of the CDC. But today, a child life has been destroyed. A child has been stigmatized. A child is crying for justice. The victim is still, the perpetrator, the alleged doer of the act is still walking around, going to marriage shop and drinking beer with Unity Party hierarchies. This is the Liberia we have today, fellow Liberians, women out there, mothers out there. We are talking about, imagine a 14-year-old girl, a 14-year-old granddaughter of yours, a 14-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old sister of yours, 14 years old, still in school. Right? Any which way. But when you see the state takes its full position in the matter and pursuing the case, then you know that you have a country that's working for its people. But when the states get silent, and of course, protects elitism first, then there is a problem. And this is where we all have to come in. It is very clear that these so-called women activists of yesteryears or yesterday were all compromised partisan agents. No apology. Partisan agent. For the mere fact that the very action they deemed necessary yesterday are repeating themselves today, and they're not even issuing a statement in condemnation, speaks to the fact that they are protecting political affinities. which is their right. Under the law, what you should not do is to pretend to be an independent and deceive the Liberian people. And this is what some of you are fond of doing. It is better you be known for something and be respected for it than to pretend to be something else and using that pretension to deceive the Liberian people to believing in you with that impersonation or that your state where you are hiding your real identity. And everybody that knows us, somehow we know how to pretend or sugarcoat our feeling. We're very blunt. You can be whoever your hair can reach to the sky. That one that your business. If you just go that kind of way, that who business in that one. What should that one get to do with anybody? So the point is, if you were an activist for human right, women right, anti rape activist, then, and to be an anti-rape activist, you must understand the laws in that particular jurisdiction as it relates to rape issues and domestic violence issues. And make sure that in any given instance, the law is adhered to and applied fully, guaranteeing the rights of the victim at all times. But when you stood up yesterday and today you're ignoring and you're acting as if all is normal, then of course it is fair to say that you were partisan agents then. And now that your rescue mission has come, you're ashamed, you're disgraced, you're embarrassed to speak out. So you stay hopeful that you will get some kind of appointment job. But because of your desire for appointment job, you're compromising the values that you stood for. So that means you clandestinely exploited activism, right, to achieve your political agenda. And that was God keeping some of you, the people don't forget about you. You can't even think about you. You can't even appoint you. You just appointing all of the Sa, the Fire, the
Tamba,
Tamba,
the Fala,
the Alokende. You're appointing all the one. You guys are passing around after wearing all your black. So this is it. Let's continue.
With other defendants, all suspects of crime must be treated the same way.
Same way.
What is happening now undermines the IRA in the arrest agenda. It undermines the rule of law. I'm calling upon the police to immediately arrest former Deputy Minister Mangiel, former Deputy Minister. This is wrong for a mayor who was appointed.
That is the political aspect. In fact, even the president himself don't care. This has not even done on the president. Okay, if you cannot dismiss the mayor, but take an action to suspend the mayor. For crime against a little baby, a minor, the president is not moved. The president has not taken any action. Rape. Somebody's granddaughter got raped by a minister the president appointed. And the president has not even considered suspension to face prosecution or investigation. And I see Ko Bangalo passing around say, oh, that man's a lawyer. Say, we get a man leave of absence. Is that how you get
this is a
leave of
non-billable
absence?
crime are we talking about here?
Right? They say they get a man leave of absence. Paying the man. You're literally thanking the man for raping. But the fact that you're still keeping the man in the government and paying the man, you're telling him thank you for raping the poor people daughter, the security man daughter. Hey, Lord, where is this country going? The government, the president, tacit silence on this is an endorsement and appreciation for his irresponsible deputy minister in his new action, right? To have gotten involved in a which way with a manner. And that the police is also refusing to take action in accordance with the law, he is alleged to have committed. But when these allegations, their recordings, Hagar, have you listened to the recordings?
Yeah, I listened. I even played someone last Friday.
Right? These recordings are there. What other thing you need to have this man handcuffed and placed behind bar? Oh, because the man is a Unity Party man, so he is above the law. The man is a rescue man, so he is above the law. Let a man and Mo Ali here come put their picture up. Let me see small thing about Brother Mo. And Brother Mo say you're doing debate. The real debate here, passing around. Right? pedophiles. You get them around here. Then they misbehaving on our small children. One fine day, we just wish the trainer will get there and start bringing all the text messages for the Unity Party men. You thought the text messaging people are going to be beaten. Right? Let the man we're talking about, for those of you watching, we're coming post it on the page for you to see. These are the people who are passing around here. Right? So the question becomes, why is this man not arrested? Why is the man let free? Nobody say, oh, the man is guilty or blah, blah, blah. But what the law requires has to happen. What the law requires has got to happen. And this is the case. This is what we are saying. Right? The picture is loading so that those of you who do not know the man will know the man. So this young lady, Vic June, wrote something where she spoke about selective justice, and you just listen to Councillor Gonglo as she accuses the LNP of shielding Deputy Minister Brian McGill in this whole rape allegation. You may agree or disagree with her. Vic June has sounded the alarm against what she calls selective justice by the Liberia National Police and the Ministry of Gender, accusing them of shielding Brian McGill, a senior United Party stalwart and deputy minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, who has been accused of raping a 14-year-old girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In no time, somebody child, smaller child from 1 to 14, be a grabber as alleged. See the man. Pretty much look at this man's face. The man in the black. No, not the man in the wear. The man in the wear, really that one. The man in the black. This is a children data government.
But two of them will get the same characteristics. So you get it.
Right? And it said breasts of the same fellas
flock together.
So, and they're all smiling the same way. It's like the kind of things, there's commonality somewhere. But there is one man in white, there's one man in black, all black. That one, that's Caesar Master, and make him go for the. So the man in white and Mo Ali will get that one recording here. As soon as you want something, we just play a recording. We ain't coming here out here. As soon as you want bring North, we'll play his recording. The other man here too will get his recording. So we got all of them recording. When you put them together, they're all senior officials of the Unity Party and senior member of the rescue government. So you see where rape cases are being undermined, particularly when it relates to Unity Party stalwarts. This is an embarrassment to the government. This is an embarrassment. You see why we've always argued that we must appoint people of character in public office. The presence of these faces in national government is a desecration. What more voice do any of these men have to speak about rape And of course, using small minors for sex. They call them pedophiles. People who are fond of going after people, small children. Then men who are fond of going after people, small children. Then pedophiles. It's an embarrassing thing when you have pedophiles in a society. Don't leave your small girl children in a sin hole. Then you go in the market. Don't try it. Before you come, they will boss. Don't try it. Don't make mistake. Even in some any kind of enclosed, don't the child can be small for them to say, oh, 10-year-old, don't take the race. You see these pictures, you see these faces on the picture. Do not make mistake. When you see your small 10-year-old, 14-year-old children going around them, call them back, hold their hand, come, where you going? Say, Uncle Mo. No, don't go to Uncle Mo, come back. Speaking Monday in Monrovia, Wooten said the rape law of Liberia is clear. Anyone accused of rape whose case is confirmed at the testing center of the Ministry of Gender must be placed in immediate police custody. That's what the law says. And this is supposed to be a country of law. So the question is, where is McGill? Mo, where is your friend? Y'all ask Mo Ali, water and sewer man. Any post he made today, y'all go on it and ask him, where is your friend McGill? The law say, y'all want time pass, y'all want your dig babati, say how they call that thing? DNA and all the thing. And right now, we hear some different story and thing, but it's okay, right? Say you decide to do your own DNA story, no problem. But they want you. The law says, whenever it has been tested and established, right, that penetration happened, and this thing where you're saying, oh, the child, they're not virgin. How sure are we? They're not the message virgin lad, the leg. How sure are we? And somebody be just like, oh, this not small children. The law says once you tamper with children below 18 that rape.
Far, and this child is far below 18.
4 years. She 4 years away from 18 years. The man say no. Yeah, UP man. I just gotta be UP man to wear the bravery to go after small children. You just gotta be a UPace to get a bravery to look at people small. It let the men hate to see the children claw in front of their chest, and as soon as they so this is it. This is so shameful, disgraceful, right? They should be placed immediately into what? Police custody. She argued that the case of Deputy Minister McGill appears to be different as he continues to move about freely while the victim remains under the care of the Ministry of Gender. So what kind of Ministry of Gender do we have? Right? Oh, because if this was a Yakpawolo down Buze Quarter, was that the way you're going to treat him? Was that the way you're going to treat the case? Right? So the big shark culture has returned. Oh, these are big shark. Treat them differently. According to her, the alleged shooting of Brian McGill by the police stems from his strong political ties as a senior member of the ruling Unity Party. She warned that allowing political influence to overshadow the law will send a dangerous signal to citizens that justice in Liberia is for sale to the highest bidder. Justice under black eye is for sale to the highest bidder. When you rich man, you can go in the community, you collect the people and their children, you rape them up and down. When they make noise, just go to the police, say, and you say, I am Mr. This, and be something, or I am Mr. This, and just show your United Party a green t-shirt on you, and you okay. Right? All they will do, the family that are making noise, they will grab the child. This is downright disgraceful. The gender advocate maintain that The law of the land does not recognize personality or political position. The police must act decisively and arrest the accused instead of entertaining impunity at the expense of the child's life and dignity. The child's life and dignity. How you grown up man, you get your own small daughter, your small children, you're protecting them, putting them in expensive school. When B-Day come, you can design it, you celebrate your small gathering, you take fun picture, you post it. You're, celebrating your own gathering, then you go in the community, the poor people struggling because they ain't able to, provide full care for the children because they got to go hustle. They come back. So there is space for vulnerability. So you take advantage of those.
What I gather is that the guardians of this child sell within the perimeters of the Ministry of Youth and Sports. You know they are to the SKD Sports Complex. So the child's guardian sells within that perimeter. So apparently, like to various offices, they got Costa, they got restaurants and all of that. That's what they are involved into. So apparently, this child has been continuously carrying things. So you will see that in your office and call the president and say, "Oh, please send the person inside there for food," thinking that the person, this child is going to serve this person. Not the way he got some different motive. But the disappointment here is why the government, why the president have not said anything. The executive marshal have said nothing about this. The police is playing I should say is playing that kind of deceptive role in this investigation. The first thing that we should all establish here is that rape under the Liberian law is non-bailable. So the same way you got other Liberians who have been accused without proving records or documents or files, those have been accused and are currently behind bar. This individual is no exception. Brian is no exception to this. Brian has been accused of rape. According to family sources, the child, according to medical report, when the parents quoted medical report, this child was tampered with. By virtue of that report, this man should be behind bar. Why is the police giving him?
Once that report is established,
why is the police giving him preferential treatment?
I've been trying to call the police spokesperson.
Yes, she's not picking it up. You can't be giving the man a preferential treatment when you know that this child, the same way when a community male, a common boy in the community, when he's accused of rape, police will handcuff that person, turn him over to the Monrovia Central Prison or the nearby police station. This is a similar thing that should be done with Brian. But instead, in fact, they are still calling Deputy Minister Brian. So the portfolio, the title is more bigger than the child's future. And all of this is happening because this man is a unity party man in the unity party government. But unless so, if this thing, God forbid, are going to be some member of the opposition, trust me, by now, Gregory Como is speaking to the press minute after minute. By now, this person is behind bar.
So it's clear to all of us that Gregory has confirmed that he is a partisan police. Because when it matters to opposition, Gregory will be all out there. The Kamaja people, what they put in the police, they can put clothes on their face, you put all of them also. But now it has to do with private citizen, a civil servant, daughter. You're not paying the paper on time. You're cutting the paper salary every month that comes. You put the rate also eating the paper salary. Then you're turning around again, one of your men go allegedly rape the paper dollar. Then you policemen, please arrest them man. So at least the paper in family how be in cold water small and say, oh, and the government come and do something about it. But if you again, you indicate to the paper that paper because you done there, nobody will not do nothing. In fact, you still got to call the man minister. And they kind of thing can make old people can go and hang themselves. Daybreak, you see people hang. This is security. How can this be happening in a rescue government? I still find it difficult to fathom the level, the degree of cruelty and wickedness that's happening in this country under a whole Baptist deacon, a church man,
A man who's
a man who's
supposed
supposed to be a
showing.
God-fearing man. Look at them. Look at them standing. Look at their faces. Look at these faces. Mr. President, whatever hospital bed you're on, are you not listening to the news? Kula, you're a young woman. Have you informed the president that one of his deputy ministers here in Monrovia stands accused of raping a 14-year-old child in his administration under his watch as president of the republic? And as we speak, it's almost a week or more that this man has not been arrested. How can you all explain this, that we have to be making this noise? But at this point, we should have been talking about whether, the justice will be fair, blah, blah, blah. But at least arrest the man. You're taking all this time to arrest the man. Do you have other reasons? So why are you listening to his own reason and you cannot listen to other people's reason when you arrest them in a case? I mean, as a state, why don't we listen? You think other people don't have reason? But the law have said that irrespective of those reasons, once it's established, there is a test conducted and it's established that penetration happened, right? The accused must be arrested and placed in police custody. Where is Brian? Why is Gregory Como refusing to enforce the law in this instant case? Remains the question, Liberians. For those of you that have argued, every time we told you Gregory Como actions are political, he's after politicians, he is more political, blah, 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 you argue. So tell me now, pretty much why you think in the other case, if he has always been enforcing it, why is he refusing to enforce the law? Oh, the law is supposed to be enforced one side. People other than us. The law in the country is supposed to be enforced one way. You can be saying that in the people test it after begging for transportation. You'll be saying that in the protest, be arguing, the man, but the law, the man. So where the law and somebody $1 being raped, where the law, where you can be saying and talking, you're coming in town to come big. Then you'll be in the test and the keke. Oh, but the law, come on. The CDC people, okay, they're not CDC on rape on. Open your mouth now, talk about the law. You all are shameless bigots. That's who you are. We will name and shame you, will disgrace you in the town until you apologize. And see, mama, maybe not tend to musician. We know what some of you will tend to. But we're waiting. We are. I hear you're talking, 2029 will still election. 2029 you will still election. And you say you're man. All of you get boss. Your boss then, your boss. You're ripping boss then. You say your choice, you're ripping boss. You can't steal election 2029. The flogging will start in the community. Let me tell you, we're trying to wait. We say, let's wait for election. That's nonsense. What I can be saying, they crap you're doing here. We're not trying to respect the law and democracy and try to maintain the peace and civility in the country. You think the country is going to sit down and sit down and look at it? You want to retain power, deliver for the Liberian people, and get elected? Nobody will do anything to you. But to be fueling the people and telling the people in their faces that we'll steal power, we'll steal the election, can't steal election, won't see it, you say you man, can't steal election. Somebody, you can't steal election now, where you pass, you can't steal election. Nonsense. Failures. You all are disappointment. To even be talking about stealing election in year 1, year 2. That alone is to say that you're useless, good for nothing. So you tell honor. Why is it Gregory Como is not enforcing the law on this side? Librarians, let hear you. Imagine if this was going to be, like Hagar said, somebody from the political opposition. what they would have done.
Mhm.
Imagine the very party people that can send their media mercenaries to go to MPC office and go take picture and pull it off. Say, oh, MPC office dead. MPC office dead. Go on a new bridge. Go walk on the new bridge and go see the field in the morning. For those of you that can pass on the bridge, go see the dead. People are toiling all on the bridge. Your government ain't clean that one, then you go send people to go take MPC office picture. Who get time for MPC office picture? And we will show you what play there people on the bridge. This Gabriel Tucker bridge right here. And I tell the Golden sleeping place. You better mind yourself and govern well. Talk about will steal election. Where you steal election? Where you pass? You won't win election, work, deliver, and win election. But steal election? No way. You can't try it. Nobody, man. No one born crazy, one crazy child. So the same way you think you're crazy, all people crazy, you're trying. At the time will come in, finish the whole UP Beneku. Just finish it. The thing the people going through, then you go do election, the people say, oh, we not want you lie to all. Then you say, oh, we'll still there. Because you're terrible, you know your records will haunt you. Every small corner you pass, still in. Pre-morning that say they get the government, they finish rescue the country and go bunk country. You know what they're giving our people there? Put the train in line, giving them one cable, one pencil. Can you imagine keeping our people down? One cable, one pencil. I thought Baka said free school not good. All you need to do, get the people, children, get the children parent work, and then they will pay their children school fee, they will back cable. So how pre-morning go and start giving the children one cable? Can you imagine? One cable. And they will sit down and say, oh, we're not rescue. In a rescue country, you still giving one cable to children's school coming open one cable.
That's a mockery, in fact, Abu.
One cable. Prince told say he not give scholarship. Scholarship to the children. 1,200 for each person. Men will go do legislative report now and say we'll spend this amount of money. We'll give 500 person scholarship in the district. Primo will say I supply textbook, copybook to all of the children, school going children in Bon Country that beef ya momo. One copybook.
And they do pictures, videos, and can sit on the radio in Monrovia. When they go out there, they say, oh, we're contributing to the educational needs of Liberians. Then they go check behind the contribution at one copybook, one pencil. How much is that?
That insult. You think somebody pay money or buy one copybook, one pencil? You say leader, you go get one copybook, one pencil. That insult. So you are even admitting that the economic life of the people is in total destitution, that they cannot afford a copybook. Not even a dozen, but a copybook and a pencil. $20 plus $50, $70. You are saying parents in Bon cannot afford $70 to buy one copybook, one pencil for their children. And you, the leader, admitting to that through your action. But yet you come on Rovia and you say you are rescuing the people. And you say you're rescuing. Your way the Vietnam can. Let's take call 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. Manipeke Dumoy has joined the CMC.
Yeah, in fact, they get some position for him. They say he the handle
political officer in the
office of the political leader.
Let's take call 0776.
Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
86 500 104.
You say your name is? Go ahead.
I think I want you to say that the party is saying you're election turn that would be a great error on the part of Waka government. They want to know that men are in Nigeria. They should not even depend on the security. The very security will be the fight that will guard the woman and teach you lesson. If we can now defeat before election commission, who are they to tamper with our election result? It will be the end of Unity Party. Thank you.
Thank you for your participation.
Let's talk to the RIP.
Let's talk to David King. David, morning. David? Okay, when you're ready, you call back 0776104104 Good morning. Morning.
I'm Joe Cody calling from Carpenter Community.
Go ahead.
I certify with any because of my uncle behavior. These people are support Primway.
No, not leave Prince Moy. Let's talk about let's leave Prince Moy. Let's talk about the rape. Hello. Hello.
So you go for them. I saw Prince Moy be making fun of the people in Bongale. I'm a better man.
All right, thank you.
Where my mind apart from.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to David King from this side. David, morning.
Yeah, morning, yeah.
Morning, you live. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I know rape associated with the United Party. So we will talk. I think.
David, you there?
Oh, okay. David is breaking
David
to
Lyons,
Mark Doko. What is going on with the network? I think. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning, my friend.
And good morning to Hagar.
Morning.
It was very wow.
Yeah, certainly.
Wow. But thanks you guys for the continuous conversation on the radio, enlightening our people. We are called specifically to condemn the act of a sitting deputy minister for youth development, Brian McGee. This guy is to be crafting policy to develop young minds and young Liberians. Instead, the policy that he's crafting now is to damage the young Liberians in our country. And we should, all Liberians should condemn this. If it were anybody from CDC by now, that person is behind bar pending the investigation. Rape, I can recall, is a non-bailable offense. But this guy is masquerading around the corridor of our country. And yet, Greco Kuma has nothing to say. Today,
they go to cigar bar, they go to marriage.
Yes. Today, Mika press briefing, Jeremy Pierre, who always insulting journalists, will not talk about this rape case because it is one of their confidants. But we should protect it.
Insulting journalists like me fighting you hear the thing from Nimba.
Yeah, I see the man fighting Frankie Doroko. You see how this guy has brought himself low. And that's why I tell people that I don't subscribe to the Unity Party ideology. We know that these people came to governance on the basis of lies and propaganda. And it's clear. We are seeing it. So the international community now should be aware that we have one deputy minister who the government is protecting, who has allegedly raped a 14-year-old minor. And the government is yet to come to a conclusion that this man will be beyond bar or pending investigation. It is sad for our country.
Very sad.
And that issue about 2029, I will just forget that thing. Unity Party cannot rig election, neither steal election. There will be a catastrophic come down on their regime. So that's that work.
Okay.
No, thank you very much.
Let's talk to David again. David, I hope your line is good this time. We'll come after David will do a draw here to give money to somebody. Go ahead.
I'm okay now, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. No. Let me tell you what happened in 2009. We're going to...
No, not 2009. Let's talk about the rape of a 14-year-old child.
Brian McGee. Brian McGill, the Unity Party associated with rape. You and I know the more of the story, and we can go on Nimi. You and I were here on Vanny Jesse. Vanny Jesse was the president of Linksu. Vanny Jesse has the opportunity to travel. He has a visa to leave this country. When rape business came upon Vanny Jesse did not travel. Vanny Jesse was still here. He went to South Beach. He was incarcerated until the investigation was done. He was exonerated. He came from out of South Beach. Today, Brian McGill raped as a deputy minister. People are telling us that when you are a high-profile man in a country, you do such a thing, you're supposed to be proudly walking in the street with your arm open. But I don't blame Mo Ali. Mo Ali landlord.
Mo Ali get here inside too? Or that the old story you're talking about?
That is landlord with Brian McGill. So he has all right to protect Brian McGill. Here, Henry Jonto, Brian McGill, they all live in his academic era. a landlord with Brian McGill. So if you see more Ali defending Brian McGill, even the day they call our grandfather at the SKD, Mo Ali was there. He was there. So Henry Yonto also was there. If I was Henry Yonto who walked to the grandfather and told him to come so they can go stand on the stilo to discuss the issue. Brian McGill said he did not rip the liquor. But why then let him to tell the late grandfather that we all are man, say in fact the liquor lie on me, he say I read, sorry, we all are man, let bago be bago. But then you say you didn't rip the game. What you telling the grandfather? Sorry, what you say? What you telling us? I mean, telling
yeah, he said bago mo be bago.
Yeah, what are you appeal for? Say in fact you feel that you are not guilty. The people gotta be sure of it. They have been so opposition, man.
And so that he renting a place to Mo Ali too.
Yeah, Mo Ali, landlord there, Brian McGill. So for them to be passing around here and open hacking like something I don't think that's something that you be doing. Mo Ali, you be telling landlord say, my man, go be beyond bar. Try to exaggerate yourself on anything here because it's too embarrassing. But because Mo Ali don't have that moral. They are all people. They are people who are more or less, they got nothing called moral in their DNA. So because they got a kind of attribute, they go about ripping people's small manner and they feel that it is a pride. You know, they have something called rescue daughter. All the rescue daughters, those guys level, all of them, that is same behavior they carry on in government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Arrest the rapists. Liberians should begin raising the alarm. Good morning.
Yes, once again, that's my car.
Edmund, go ahead.
You know, this is Timo's story, and thanks to you guys for flagging it. I'm following most of the show, and people are flagging it. And I don't care what Brian do. He live without trouble now. Checking the newspaper. The very print media are also the utility media are also carrying it. So Brian is now referred to as Mr. Rapist. So I don't care what he do. It's hanging on it. So
but the law got to go beyond that. It got to go beyond that. It got to go beyond that.
And the government will not go beyond that because the government against crime or corruption. So we can say that is just selected. When you are a unity partisan, they don't tackle you. This brother, our whole city is that Mo Ali and all have been living in some of his family doing their struggling day where they could not afford rent. They were paying people to pay rent for them. We don't know whether he stayed there or he started maybe to transition. But that is only, and this is the reason why they join him to big back. So it's unacceptable. And these people got some of the voices that we thought that could have been speaking here. They are not coming up. They were in hurry. They thought that thing could have worked up. But for what we see now, they are fully aware that nothing is working. So they just needed to it was just important that they are not coming up without running.
Okay, thank you very much. We need more voices to come out. This is terrible. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. And good morning to Hagar. And good morning to the Labrador General.
Is it Pocat?
Thank you for the magnificent congratulations.
Correct.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pocat.
Yeah, my man. She was just with me the video, but then go and back, my man. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Is a liar. I thought all their fake play against us. Even I was still a better. Found a full lie and for a preview and work campaign. So we'll be here and we'll be here for the good. But let me say this, for the recognition for the public, I'm Pocat, Robert. And I joined you this morning from unknown destinations. You see, they get president for all, and they get president for Trump. Mr. George Weah was a president for all. That's our party sentiment. But Puaka, irresponsible Puaka, is president for Trump. So the man approved it beyond his most doubt. Show me who one of Puaka people have come to George State on his government. There is no one to call on George Weah, where some of us, our personally were accused. And I think I support George Weah, more take me interest. Donc, we have to work for CDC. You should be investigated and the through arrested or until the court vindicated us. But don't we are the appropriative. I will call it or procedure of the president. But Waka, we Johnson, kill our brother. But for that day, shoot, we Johnson. You might rape and force rape.
Why he did it appropriative?
I said, Queen Johnson.
Okay.
Queen Johnson rape or murder our brother. Waka shoot Queen Johnson. We mean heal. He has Queen Johnson behind him and protect all about me. Oh, you might.
All right, thank you. You know your warning can be BB now, so I can want for you to break it down some more.
Oh, okay, no problem. They shoot me when somebody hire you.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody call you. So they can't do money. They go to pursue a couple. You see all of this? They come back to the rapist. What Poga done? Poga has shoot all of the people. But you think you do it to love people? You do it yourself. Because every day you be dedicated your own main character. But to that conclude, I can tell you about Allah. We are coming out. We are coming to protect our women.
So you say every day you'll be doing what thing? You'll be daddy what thing?
I said, I'll be dedicating.
Okay, you know you that BB war business. So what I want me?
I mean, you'll be molesting, you'll be degrading, you'll be disgracing.
Okay, go ahead.
You getting me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You'll be dedicating the old man or how to call it or character that you say you respect. What I mean.
Okay, we understand.
Yeah, but to conclude, I can tell you, Allah, we are coming out. We are coming out to protect our women and we are coming to protect our sister, our molested. That woman has flee all the country. But I can tell you, I'm coming out. We are asking for
so
the
you coming out to support the women? You coming out to support the women, or you coming out to support or protect your women? Which one you coming?
We are coming out to protect our women with me to support our women, our big champion their causes.
Okay.
That the political individual will be arrested and will be investigated.
All right, Poka. You that Poka Robert, thank you a lot.
So that I can tell you that Waka, if you can get a lady battle up there, let me come again and get a battle up there, let me come out be arrested, and not have to know Poka Robert.
All right. I see Poka Robert. Thanks a lot. Robert. So yeah, folks. Okay. So let's take more calls. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Yeah. Because I think by now we should be getting information from the president. Who came the other day when we were bringing the CDC headquarters and say the law is the law in my downtrodden voice. I think in his downtrodden voice he should be speaking, but now he should release a mandate and giving to his police director to arrest the rapist, the alleged rapist. But to see the entire government in silence, this is why I want to believe my brother who just said this entire rescue system is related to raping allegation. This is quite unfortunate. You cannot rape a minor. He had the whole country silent. The women from the law angle who were protesting the other day for the young girl wearing black in the street. Because this lady is none of their own. So the other men they are silent. They expected him, my brother. I think our people need to come out. We need to come out for how we're going to hang on because like there's a class system, there's a class war when for your side you come out. I think the people from Chinatown, West Point, and some of the community understand that there's our own. The poor tell that we are divided. They are offsetting class, so when their own is being temporary to wear black.
Okay.
And bring themselves in the street. Yeah, so we need to wrap up our own.
So the class thing, thanks a lot, and we're getting even new developments or allegations that this Brian McGill man, in fact, sometime last year, had a situation like this with another underage that's outside his fence to a point where, and that became very tensional. His wife almost, took up some issues and all of that. It said, in fact, it is alleged that the child then even took pregnancy,
Wow.
right, out of it, and his wife almost filed in for divorce or whatever the case. So it seemed from most of the stories we are getting that this fellow has been in a way associated with these things somewhere. I think this is they say that 9 day for one day for master. This is an opportunity for Brian to free himself of all of the
allegations, right?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Abu Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
And good morning to Ega Costa.
Good morning.
This is the voice of Sabu Rasta. I'm joining this unique conversation for Ponko to be specific with my geographical location in Zimbabwe. Look, Ega and Abu, I'm not flabbergasted. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. That's why, Ega, you and Abu, let me convince you this morning. Look, a 1 million Liberians who mean well for Liberia will stand and congratulate Ega and Abu Sherry because they shared it time without number that this 42 years was a complete waste, was embarrassment. And Ega will fail to listen, And in Revelation, they said those who get ear to hear. And Abu said that they hear. Because when you get here, you can see. As usual, President, we have declared rape as national emergency. But not as usual, they declare open. I mean, Israel said, rescue. You rescue a child, you rescue yourself. Anything you want rescue.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mr. McKinney, that he neutral dream at the ministry for small that can enjoy around the ministry that he neutral happy there. When you really want to see the people that dream, counting me, when they counting me, that time,
oh, he said, what's your name again?
Emmanuel Impega.
How you know the one that he's saying?
I say I can bring that around the ministry there. Counting me, they be in a meeting with over there. So that means
so counting me, what thing he can be doing?
Counting me that I can't make a open eye. So that we say, why you been doing that when one day can go you? That what happened to him?
Wow.
That is neutral happy.
Different testimonies. Good morning. I hope the police are very come on listening. Good morning. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning to Abu Lega. How are you guys doing?
Better. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, let me appreciate that for the discussion. You know, this country, I don't think we are in a lot in the country anymore. I believe the constitution has been suspended. All the other laws in the country have been suspended. For somebody to be accused of rape, and other the person passing around, we didn't get information and left the country. So meaning, when you wear the green, something, the green clothes without unity party logo on it, any crime coming in the country, it's not a crime. I want to tell you. The thing happened with the issue of Shalom Muslim in this country is that the president of Muslim was not guilty. All the president didn't do anything to know who killed the guy. And now the issue here, up to now the president made the guy and get arrested. So what kind of country they're running now? A country without law. Is that a country that the king to, like we're already different to them, the king to destroy the country? Now what I'm saying, the king to destroy the country, lose the resources, destroy the country.
The people said they came to rescue the country.
No, they didn't come rescue. The people came to loot, destroy, and leave. Now what I'm saying, because if they respect the law, you ain't go just for the fact that even if the people that respect the Supreme Court ruling, what they will not do.
All right, thank you very much. This one is just coming from Riverside. It says, Riverside resident block B mountains operations over broken promises. Noble claim Riverside County tension fled Tuesday morning, September 16, 2025, as furious residents of Solo and Bagbo villages shut down the only access road to B Mountain Mining Company's exploration site, accusing the company of betraying their trust and violating its commitment. The protesters, wielding sticks and barricades, sealed off the over 20-kilometer stretch between the company's RTR camp and their communities, paralyzing mining operations there. Their message was blunt: no vehicles, no mining until promises are kept. We will not allow a single truck to pass, declared one community leader. So that is happening on that end. Let's keep taking calls. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to Peter FM.
Morning.
This is Steve Mobile Sagaman again, calling from Cinco this morning. The issue that has to do with Brian McGill allegedly raping that 14 years old, I think the government is laying foundation for jungle justice. Because if people see that the law is not protecting them, the law will protect few people. There where the issue of jungle justice comes in. For example, that child parents, they are all in pain now. And they know the rape law that says that when a person rape a child, and that person is taken at a measure of gender and proven that that child was tampered with, that individual should be arrested and placed in police custody. But on the contrary today, Brian McGill is a free man, even if the police, the police of gender saying, they may unveil himself for questioning. Are you telling me that today on rapists can unveil themselves or they should be arrested for questioning?
So rapists will now go unveil themselves, get questioned, and they walk out, they go back home, and that's how it's going to be.
That's it. That is why this government is telling us.
They say whether a veil or unveil, whatever the case, the law say the person should be kept in police custody.
That is the law. That is the law. And why today the law is no longer implemented the way it's supposed to be? Why is President Juma Imam Bwaka that when the citizen was demanding when you were asked, he said, let the law be the law. Mm-hmm. The law is the law. So where is the law today? You put the opposition president together. You invited the people and others. Why dare you arrested the intellectual subject? But today, you have a top official. But they were fighting humanly. And today, it is Brian McGill. The country is not coming on the right trajectory.
Thank you very much. We also got that video with Francis Akila Nyumale, where he was wearing a trouser.
A country close.
Yeah, we got that video too, but I don't know what is what is actually happening, right? Okay, good morning.
Morning, Abu. Morning. This is the voice of Mr. Stein. I joined from the old man said something when you're just to power for now, smart. The old man said no more business as usual. When he asked a hard question, no more business as usual means the government is going to run an unprecedented government. Government where rule of law will rest in peace. Now rule of law has died. They try to honor this country. It is time for official of the government or the free vote. I'm not going to rape a little girl and run out or Lapasi Hero in Matari. How did you carry to do the send papa around on the one of the captain?
Oh, so the third time now. Oh, okay. He has left the line. Okay, so that is that, folks. We can talk and talk and talk. On yesterday, like we told you, the members of the Student Unification Party began in a series protests against the university authorities' decision to suspend student-based political party or politics on the university campus or campuses. And So the students, I don't know how these things were done, but it seems the students are not in full agreement with the position of the university, and so they have been staging protests and threatening to disrupt even further the smooth academic activities on the campus. This should be a wake-up call. The stakeholders, the national government, I think they should move in and resolve the matter. It is the responsibility of central government to ensure that nothing comes in between the education of our children. We have our children there, and the education can be interrupted. I don't know, since the government took over, whether there has been year graduation. I'm told they're scheduled for February, but the only way February will be a thing when you have a stable environment to allow people who have to complete their courses in time and prepare themselves for graduation. The president is there. The students have concerns. I don't think you can do everything with rebel thing. You just go and just be no. Sometimes you got to negotiate your way. So you think everything that used to happen in the country, you just come, you just stop everything. You jump, you stop motorcycling. You jump, you stop day one, and you jump, you stop. Okay, so let's see how it plays out. And so tomorrow we will be here, but just to let you know that these are some of the things going on. And I understand a lot of you wanted to have focus, and it gets so very hurting, particularly when Liberians are hearing that basically what the government intends to do, or what some members of the Unity Party have even begun saying, is that when 2029 comes, they care less whether people will vote for them or not. Rather, they will steal the election. They will take the elections away. So that is even more signaling to the Liberian people that they should just forget about anything that has to do with hope. You're dashing the hope of the Liberian people that you can turn things around. You're admitting to failure now, but you have already designed a strategy to maintain power. Because if you're only relying on what you would do for the Liberian people, you can't be now saying that we can never come back to power. No, that can be your argument.
Okay, so let me give money to people now, but we'll just call maybe one or two because of time. Wow. What is this?
So you can be arguing that, we will never come back to power, because that is now within your purview to determine who becomes president, who comes back to power, who don't come back to power, right? That will be predicated on the decision of the Liberian people, informed by their living condition.
Okay, let's give money to people here now. Hello. This is Higa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. Yeah. You don't play our cash giveaway. You play this morning?
Yeah.
How many times you play this morning?
This morning I played 4 times.
4 times. Okay, so check up on your phone. You've received 5,000 this morning.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, Abu. We just have to stop it there.
So this is it, fellow Liberians. We play our part. We speak to the AOs, and of course, we speak to the AOs and expose the terrible things that's going on in the country from all across the different sector. And the goal is quite simple, right? The goal is quite simple. Imagine in Bikana, I'm told a man gets arrested for allegedly stealing a dog.
Another Mr. Peter's dog.
Yeah, allegedly stealing a dog. He gets arrested in Bikana, but
somebody who has
raped somebody in the country was working scot-free. We get law on dog. Stealing dog. But this is it, man. It just say a lot, but I believe the momentum is heating up, and you all got to join in, beginning now, right? every action you take for this 14-year-old child to get justice, you're sending out a precedent. You're setting out a precedent and a signal that nobody will temper around your own 14-year-old child. So just find time and join the hashtag Arrest the Rapist campaign so that all of the necessary attention will be brought to this matter and Brian McGill is relieved of his post and be made to face justice and account for whatever that he's been accused of. This is a country of law and not a country of party or class. Absolutely not.
So for every time that we come here, we try to update you on what it is. So I think Abu will be doing so we can inform the people with regards to the latest actions that if possible, will be taken by the government.
Of course, certainly. So once, but the goal is to ensure that the government takes action.
Yeah, sure.
Even reluctantly, but they will do it, right? And I don't know why it just always like to call people you pigs, and but whatever the case, they will take the action. The other one part, the other one happen. You go do, but what how you call it? DNA with the other man in where, but this other man in black, the nail hook, the trouser.
Okay.
So here we gotta go.
We'll be here tomorrow, but don't forget, Champions League is starting on today. As a matter of fact, Arsenal is playing tomorrow. Tomorrow, Liberia will be having her own representative in the Champions League. Oscar Murphy-Dollar is going to be representing Slovak. He's going to be representing Slovak Prague tomorrow at 4:30 or 4:45. Abu Manchester United is only restricted to playing in domestic tournaments. So when we're talking about Champions League, Abu is far from that. So all those supporting Manchester United, I don't know why really you can decide to do so, but that's why it is. We'll be here tomorrow with the midweek edition of the program. Yeah, no problem. At least we can take it.
But look, we gotta go, man. The DJ's hero in the building already, about to dish out more cash. Anytime the man entered the building, he paid more money. The boy from Claratown. My name is Abu, and of course, Hagar was here. Until we see you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time. We don't cause trouble for nobody. Please, nobody cause trouble for us, and let's live in harmony. Bye-bye.
They change their mind. What kind of people they so?